souls, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl again, Serene, back with another video for you guys. Today it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter video, hopefully. I always end up yapping and like I'll intend to make like a quick video, and before I know it I've talked for like 20-30 minutes or even longer sometimes, but I promise it's gonna be really short today. So if you're new to my channel, over here I talk about God, mental health, fitness, diet, and lifestyle. I share a lot about my testimony, from being the scapegoat to my family, to being the greatest of all time, to ever do it in my bloodline, okay? But yeah, so if you're interested in any of those topics, like escaping your narcissistic families, narcissistic abuse, and things like that, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because I'll be making a lot more content about that. And like I said, with fitness and lifestyle and diet as well, okay? So yes, you guys, so today I wanted to talk about something that usually is seen as a negative, but even when I didn't know, I was transmuting the negative energy into something positive, how I did it basically. So we all know, well, if you're watching this, you probably have heard about Doomscrolling, and that is when you basically are like stuck in freeze mode, and or you could just be like procrastinating, or basically, yeah, and you're scrolling on whichever social media of your choice. Usually I get stuck. I used to get stuck on Instagram a lot at the time, but I deleted my Instagram basically since then. I might restart it again, but right now I'm focused on my YouTube and TikTok. Also, my TikTok is Serene Wins, if you're interested in checking me over at TikTok, okay? That is TikTok at Serene Wins. No fitness over here on YouTube, you know, it's Serene Wins Fitness, but yeah. So, yeah, like I said before, it used to be on Instagram. I would be scrolling, but I deleted it as of now. But now I do it usually on like Reddit or Facebook or even on YouTube, okay, with the YouTube shorts. So basically, this is when I was really starting to separate from my family. I was the scapegoat of my family. And if you don't know what that is, it's just basically when the whole family gangs up on one person, and it's a lot of like psychological abuse. Some scapegoats also experience physical abuse. It's emotional abuse, it's spiritual abuse, it's just an abusive dynamic, basically. So yeah, I have more videos explaining what I went through as a scapegoat and how I was able to come out of it and how God delivered me from that situation, if you want to check out some of my older videos, okay? But basically, before God fully delivered me from the situation, I was starting to, you know, pull away from my family. And I use that term very lightly, but yeah, I was able to start pulling away from them. It just got to the point where I realized that they weren't interested in treating me with respect. They weren't really interested in fixing our family dynamic. And I didn't know at the time that the dynamic was the way they intended it to be. It was never a situation that they wanted to fix or evolve, you know. And that's because it is spiritual. So basically, this is family scapegoat. You are the family sacrifice, and not to scare anyone, but that is very much literal. But I have made other videos, like I said, about that. That's not really what this video is about, but just to explain where I was at the time when I would doom scroll a lot. I was, you know, very depressed, a lot of anxiety, which God delivered me from all that as well. I also have videos about that if you're struggling with anxiety and depression, and I will be making more videos as well in the future, okay? But yeah, so I was just very depressed, very lonely, literally didn't have any support. from anyone, like no friends, no family. I was in a relationship at the time, and this person was also abusive, and they me not having like family support, friends and stuff like that was a perfect way for them to come in and also be very psychologically abusive, financially abusive, and things like that. So I really didn't have any support, okay, and I didn't know what was really going on like I do now. So yeah, so I was just stuck in a place of not chasing my dreams, not focusing on myself, not pouring into myself, and just constantly in freeze mode. And that's just kind of like when you're just stuck, like you don't know what to do. I knew what I wanted to do, but like not where to start. I would always be so hard on myself, over criticizing myself a lot, being very negative towards myself and things like that. Like negative self-talk and all that. And so I would just be stuck on my phone all the time, scrolling. So my biggest like doom scrolling app was definitely YouTube. So I would just be scrolling through YouTube shorts like for hours and hours and hours, right? So like I said, this was not good. Like it wasn't a good time. It was kind of negative. Well, not kind of, very negative. And eventually though, it started changing for me. So how doom scrolling actually helped me and started changing my life in a positive way. So like I said, it's mostly seen as negative. Everyone's like, don't pick up your phone first thing in the morning, don't doom scroll, all that, and which is true, right? But some of us are just stuck in not good situations mentally and literally, like your environment. And so, you might find yourself doom scrolling a lot. But so I was able to start seeing that, what? I need to stop being so hard on myself, because I would be scrolling right through all these YouTube shorts, and I just started realizing like the world is just so huge. Like I would see just so many different types of people, different cultures, a lot of different like recipe videos I would come across, and just a lot of different videos in general. When you scroll enough, okay, YouTube will definitely start showing you like the most random stuff, and like a lot of just foreign type videos you might start coming across and things like that. So I just started realizing that I was really being too hard on myself for no reason. This was coupled in with, other factors that was just making me start to wake up. Like I said, at this point, I was separated from my family, my abusive family, and I, started realizing that they weren't interested in a healthy relationship. So, I just had to basically go no contact and focus on myself. So that's what I was doing at this point, but I still hadn't fully broke out of the like freeze mode I was in. So so I just started seeing, what, people are on here on YouTube doing like anything, like people are posting anything, and it's just, how do I say? I don't want to say it's a mess, but it's just like, this is life, you know what I mean? And you can post whatever you want to. Like, so it helped me start realizing that I was being way too hard on myself. I guess I was waiting for the perfect moment to start posting content, to start putting myself out there. I was waiting for a better camera, better equipment and all these things. Like, I have my mic and my setup I got from Amazon. I have like a little tripod I use, and I just started using my phone to start recording. So I'm using my phone right now. I use my phone to record all my videos. And this is something I could have been doing like a decade ago, but I was going through a lot of spiritual warfare Like I said, because of my abusive family, was a lot of narcissistic, demonic things going on, okay? So, yeah, because I wanted to make videos and started YouTube since I was literally a teenager. I'm in my late 20s now, okay? And I finally had just started when God finally opened my eyes and fully delivered me from the situation and revealed to me what my family was really doing, and which was basically just plotting against me behind my back, trying to destroy me spiritually, trying to ostracize me, being abusive on purpose, and things like that. If you're the family scapegoat or black sheep, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? If you're not, then you can do some research or watch some of my other videos, but basically, yeah. So, yeah, so I just started realizing that, life is, time is ticking, and every single day, you're losing time, and you're not getting any younger, okay? That's how I was talking to myself. And it's just time to start putting myself out there, to start posting my videos, to make my YouTube. As you can see now, I made my YouTube months ago. That was around the time I woke up. So almost a month after God started waking me up to what was really going on around me, I made my YouTube. He was like, it's time, make your YouTube channels, start doing what you want to do. God let me know, he was behind me and he was going to support me through everything. So, all glory to the Most High for getting me here and getting me this far. So that's when I started making my content and everything and sharing my testimony. So yeah, so that's how you can basically transmute doom scrolling if you just feel stuck on your phone for hours on social media. If you feel depressed, you feel down, you feel lonely, unsupported, and anything like that. You just really need to realize that the world is bigger than you can ever imagine. You're going to meet better people, you're going to have better experiences, but first you have to put yourself out there and stop being so hard on yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Perfection is a myth, okay? It doesn't exist. So get your phone out. If you have an iPhone, especially if you have a good phone camera, good enough, start recording your videos that way. Share your story, share any information, whatever it is you want to make your channel about. Start doing that. Just start talking, start sharing, start putting yourself out there. You know what I mean? And yeah, so just follow your heart, okay? And it's time to start chasing your dreams because we are not getting any younger. And like I said, waiting for perfection is it's now I can see how silly that was. But when you've been beaten down for all your life basically by your family, which is who you thought you could trust, it takes a lot of time and a lot of building yourself back up to start realizing what you're really capable of, okay? And that you're a real badass, okay? I don't want to curse, but yeah. So, so that's basically how eventually I doom scrolled to the point where I started changing my life. And I was basically like, you know what? I've doom scrolled so much. I've watched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shorts. I've seen people from different cultures, all these videos, and just people making videos about whatever, I was like, you know what? I can do that too, So just realize you can do it too, just like I'm doing it now myself. You can do it too. So people aren't doing anything I know a lot of people make cool videos. Some people do extreme sports and gymnastics and things like that. But you don't really have to do that. It's whatever you're doing in your life, whatever you're going after, whatever you are already doing, even just going to the gym. You can talk about health and lifestyle, wellness, whatever it is. So yeah, you don't have to do anything extraordinary is what I was trying to say. to make your content. So yeah, so that's basically how I transmuted the doom scrolling energy I was in and just used it to fuel me to realize that I can make videos like everyone else and I can put myself out there and it doesn't have to be perfect. So I hope I explained that well, but yeah, eventually after doom scrolling for years or days and hours straight, eventually I hope you can start coming to that conclusion and realizing that nobody knows what they're doing. You know, everybody is just living and putting themselves out there, and whatever you're trying to do doesn't have to be perfect for you to start, okay? But yeah, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope I didn't talk too long. I'll see as I edit. But just remember, you guys, that I'm rooting for you even if I don't know you. I hope you're rooting for me as well. And remember that God loves you the most, okay? And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!